Hi guys, welcome to my videos. So guys, today in this video I'm going to describe some important points when you are buying a house in Canada. So before I proceed further, if you have not already subscribed to my channel, please go ahead and subscribe right now. And also I would like to clarify, neither I am a realtor nor I am a real estate lawyer or anybody who is involved in real estate business anyway. This is just based on my personal knowledge and research, and and I take no guarantee of the information I share in this video. Alright guys, so let's proceed. So guys, house buying process could be complicated and sometimes stressful as well. And there are various aspects like what you buy, where you buy, and how you buy. Like if you approach, there are private deals, there are deals held on MLS, multiple listing service. You can use a realtor to represent you, and you can choose to self-represent yourself as well. This is also allowed under the law. So a lot of things are there, so I'm going to describe somehow to protect yourself. All right guys, so the very first thing is like you need to find out what you can get. Just do not rely on online calculators. Like if you search on Google like a mortgage affordability calculator or lot of such things, lot of sites will come offering you lot of such calculators, but in reality things could be little different, and that small difference could make a huge difference in your buying process. So make sure like you understand it, and if this is my personal suggestion is like always get a pre-approval, a formal pre-approval letter where they tell you that how much you can get based on your down payment and other circumstances. And not only that, they lock the rent for a certain period of time, right? So it's always good that you proceed with that. Next is like recently I have seen lot of people like now the market is cooling down here in Ontario a bit, but till Jan Feb it was like more than a seller market. So sellers were getting so many offers for their house that there was a bidding war even on the houses that normally would not attract any offer, and sellers were rejecting like conditional offers straight away, and they prefer firm offer. Everyone, if I'm selling a house and if I get multiple offers, even if I, let's say I get a house an offer at 500,000 with conditions of home inspection, but I get one at 490 without any home inspection condition, which one I would prefer? I would go for 490 because I know the worth of my house is not even 200. So still I'm getting the profit, and I will not be under the condition that offer can be revoked based on the report of home inspection. So this was exactly happening, but it impacts. There are so many posts I saw where people are regretting, like after they did the blind bidding for a house, firm offer for a house, and some major was identified later that they could not observe or their realtor could not see. So it's always really important to get a professional home inspection. Now this is where the trick is. If the seller is not willing to accept a conditional offer, for the house, what you can do, like while you go to visit the house, you can get their permission. If you really like the house and you are planning to put an offer, you can get their permission and do a home inspection prior to putting an offer. And there are many, like most of the sellers would allow it, because this would give them an idea as well that what is wrong or what is correct in their house. So this helps everyone, but again it's your call. So if you're buying an investment property, always check that the what is the okay. If you buy an investment property, let's say your intention is to make it a rental house, so just don't assume by the city, oh in this city rent is too high. Go by the neighborhoods, that okay, in this neighborhood I'm buying a house, an investment property, rental house. What is the rent other houses in this area, those who are rental, are getting? That will give you good indication, because there are cases where people have purchased a house thinking it will give them positive cash flow. Ultimately it turned out to be a negative cash flow. So don't fall into that. And if you're buying an investment property, so make sure uh, it's not a rooming house. I mean, you can still buy it because a lot of lenders allow it, but a lot of lenders do not allow to invest in a rooming house. So make sure you check that as well. Now if you are buying a house, okay, and there are two cases. If this is going to be a primary residence, then the tenant, as per the law, has to live. He needs to be provided 60 days notice. In that case, the seller will ask you to sign a form and will give 60 days notice. But thing is that if the tenant refuses to leave due to whatever reason, you or the seller cannot enforce the eviction. It can be enforced only by the sheriff, and that has to be brought through the court. Like the order has to be brought through the court. So if you buy a house with a tenant and the tenant refuses to leave, your closing is going to be affected, because the matter needs to go to landlord and tenant. But generally they leave, because they also know that if the owner is going to move, that is a reason that cannot be avoided. So be careful about this as well. Now paperwork is really important. So don't do anything in your excitement or in your hurriedness. Always read, because this is where I see a lot of people lose some important points. Read the terms and condition. It's one of the biggest decisions of your life, and there is no point in doing anything in hurry. Read everything very carefully and understand. If you are working with a realtor, ask questions about everything. That's your right, and that's his job to answer you. So don't feel shy. Ask questions, anything that comes in your mind. And be careful when you sign a realtor that if he knows the area, if he or she knows the area well and can do so. It's always good to interview them before you sign up, okay, so that you can find out that if they can really do the job or not. And when you sign a mutual representation contract, understand duration, holdout period, and geographic region it covers, so that you do not suffer later. There are people who have suffered, but you need to understand these points very clearly, and then you can have a discussion if there is any disagreement, and then sign the contract. So this is how it works. Now the total cost. So first of all, like, the listing price is not the actual price, right? So just don't go after listing price, see the sold price as per the trend. And there are always additional costs, like closing fee that you pay to the lawyer, land transfer tax, etc. So you need to have sufficient budget for this as well, okay? And when you get a house, always keep aside some money for unexpected cost or for emergency. Especially when you are buying an investment property, this is more important, because if somebody else is living and something breaks down, you should be prepared. And having insurance is really important. And when you make when your mortgage payment comes, it just not only covers your principal plus interest. Most of the time, like, they give you an option, like you can include your tax as well, because tax is also something that you gotta pay. So your payment is gonna be higher. Plus utilities. Now utilities, if you're buying an investment properties and you have put utilities on the tenants, then that's fine, they are gonna pay it. But if it's your primary residence, or if you are paying, then you need to include that also in your cost. And then check other cost factors, like if you are moving to an area where car insurance is high, so that means you're gonna pay more. So this is just an example. There could be many other factors as well. So that's it for the video, guys, and I hope you like it. Please subscribe and share to support this channel. Thanks for watching.